All right, so we're going to be looking at trigonometry. Okay, so what we have is in this section, find the value of each trigonometric ratio. We're supposed to figure out the fraction that represents the ratio for the trig function. Now the trig functions are here. You can pause it to write these down. We have a right triangle on the left side there, and on the right triangle there's always going to be a right angle. That's what makes it a right triangle. And then the legs, one of the legs will be the opposite, the other one will be adjacent, and then we'll have the hypotenuse. We want to name them first the hypotenuse because there's always a cross from the 90-degree angle. And next we have a reference angle that we're given in the problem, whether it's the letter name or a theta, that little zero-looking symbol inside the angle. That's the reference angle. The side across from the reference angle is opposite, and the one beside the reference angle is the adjacent. So name it first hypotenuse, then identify your reference angle, and then opposite, and then adjacent. Then look at your trig functions. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse, cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, tangent is opposite over adjacent. So on our problems, it's asking us what is this ratio if we want, say, like 55 says sine of c. Now c is going to be our reference angle. So let's look at our triangle and first identify our hypotenuse. Now our reference angle, c is here. So we have to identify the opposite side and then the adjacent side. All right, and so once we have that, we look at our trig function. It says sine of c. Sine of some angle is opposite over hypotenuse. So sine of c is opposite over hypotenuse. We just put in the values for the opposite and hypotenuse. So opposite is 15, and the hypotenuse is 39. Then we simplify if it can. So 15 and 39 are both divisible by 3. Divide top and bottom by 3, we get 5 over 13. That's a sine problem. A cosine problem works the same. Let's look at 59. Cosine of c. C is our reference angle first. Here's our right angle, so our hypotenuse is across from that. Next, if z is our reference angle, here it is. Opposite is across from that. Then adjacent is the one that's beside it. Now cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. So that's going to be, adjacent is 40, hypotenuse is 50. So this is going to be 4 over 5. Now a tangent problem like number 60 here, we've got tangent of c. We look at our right triangle here, right angle, so across from that is hypotenuse. And then tangent is opposite over adjacent. And it's asking tangent of c, so we find c, here it is. So the opposite side is 12, the adjacent side is 5. So opposite over adjacent would be 12 over 5, and that does not reduce. So we're done.